Last month, following the 30-day separation waiting period required by New Mexico, Yvette filed to divorce Mohamed. She is ready for it to be over. But that may take some time. In addition to the divorce, Yvette is also grappling with the aftermath of authorities arresting her after Mohamed accused her of domestic battery. Mohamed is still pressing charges. Yvette has now given the court a list of the evidence that she hopes will clear her name. Early last month, Yvette Arellano appeared in court for her bond arraignment hearing. That was a full month ago. At the time, they scheduled her pre-trial conference for October 4th. That date has come and gone. Earlier this week, Yvette and Mohamed faced off in said pre-trial conference. As the result of a discovery filing, the court, and the rest of us, learned of some alleged evidence in the case. Online court records list potential evidence in the case as 911 audio, 2 lapels, 22 images, for audio files, 1 AV. The sleuths over at Sarcasm were able to obtain copies of the court filings. It is likely no surprise that the prosecutor plans to call Mohamed Abdelhamid as one of his initial witnesses. The officer from the scene and the custodian of 911 records are also included on the witness list. Vaguely, the witness list includes any witnesses listed by the defendant. That's Yvette, of course. It is unclear who Yvette may attempt to call to the stand. She may have more luck with electronic evidence. As you may recall, Mohamed accused Yvette of domestic battery as part of an alleged scuffle over his phone. According to what he told law enforcement, I've demanded to see his phone to look for evidence of cheating. This summer, screenshots showing Mohamed's affair and more surfaced. Click on the bell icon to stay up to date on my new videos. Later, he admitted that they were real. According to Mohamed's allegations, I've ended up pressing her leg against his neck during the struggle for the phone. Allegedly. If that happened, it certainly was wrong. But 90 Day Fiancé viewers have expressed understandable doubts. Simply put, Mohamed's texts reveal more than just an affair. And more than his insults towards Yvette and her son, Dharan. Mohamed also vowed to use Yvette just long enough to get his green card, and then ditch her. That was no surprise. His own words and behavior on the show hinted as much. But Mohamed and his mistress also discussed contingencies in case Yvette, his wife, found out what he was planning. There are visas that exist, as they should, for victims of crimes. These are to keep abusers and predators from threatening victims into silence with the specter of deportation. It appears that Mohamed and his side piece laid out plans to lie to get such a visa if I found out. Which, of course, she did. We do have to emphasize that plotting to tell a lie does not mean that a true thing cannot happen. Someone planning to fake their own death could be murdered, for example. But the court would be remiss if no one at least considered Mohamed's own words when determining if he is telling the truth. Yvette is not only relying upon those infamous texts, however. She plans to introduce ample evidence to the court, including a lot of text messages, from her, from friends, and from Mohamed himself. Yvette will also include an August 2nd police report, her own work schedule, phone records, and photos showing her location with timestamps. We likely won't know more until the next pre-trial conference on November 3rd.